The Q2 2025 smartphone market report from China is finally here, and it reveals something very interesting. Huawei is once again leading the Chinese smartphone market, but what's really catching everyone's eye is Apple's surprising comeback. After 2 years of struggle, iPhone sales in China are finally growing again. This comeback marks a major win for Apple, as China is its second largest market in the world. According to Counterpoint Research, Apple's efforts are finally paying off, and we're starting to see the results. The iPhone maker saw an 8% year-over-year growth in Q2 2025, something that hasn't happened in a long time for the company in China. At the same time, Huawei has continued to grow even faster. The company achieved a 12% year-over-year growth, which helped it reach the #1 spot in China for this quarter. Huawei's return to dominance can be credited to its loyal fan base, powerful product lineup, and innovative features that clearly stand out from the competition. One of the key reasons behind Huawei's success is its strong connection with its core users. Senior analyst Ivan Lam from Counterpoint pointed out that Huawei users are now replacing their older phones with new ones, especially the latest models like the Pira X and Nova 14 series. These phones bring new designs, powerful AI features, HarmonyOS 5.0, and competitive pricing, all of which are making users stick with Huawei instead of switching brands. Many consumers in China are now choosing to upgrade their devices to Huawei models not just because of brand loyalty, but also due to the real value these devices offer. Whether it's performance, software innovation, or design, Huawei has managed to check all the right boxes. At the same time, Apple has made a smart move that helped boost its position in Q2. The company adjusted iPhone prices in May, just a week before the 618 shopping festival in China. That decision proved to be extremely effective. According to Ethan Che, associate director at Counterpoint, Apple's price cuts were well-timed and well-received. It created momentum for iPhone sales during the country's biggest online shopping event, helping Apple claw its way back into strong sales territory. In fact, the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max saw a noticeable increase in demand thanks to various promotional campaigns during the 618 festival. For many consumers in China, these devices were finally within reach due to the price adjustments and deals, leading to a significant bump in overall sales for Apple in the quarter. The Ultra is about to unfold, and Samsung is bringing some massive launch offers your way. If you haven't reserved your next Galaxy yet, you're missing out on something huge. Reserve now through the link in the description and don't miss the launch bonuses. Now back to the main story. As impressive as Apple's comeback may be, it doesn't necessarily mean Huawei is at risk of losing its lead. Huawei continues to launch phones with in-house chips, advanced satellite features, and impressive AI tools. These are things the iPhone currently lacks, and it's helping Huawei stay a step ahead, at least in the Chinese market. The competition between Huawei and Apple is now more intense than ever. While Apple is regaining momentum, Huawei is pushing forward with even more innovation. With HarmonyOS 5.0, Huawei has full control over its software ecosystem, giving it an edge over Apple's iOS, especially for local users in China who prefer more personalized experiences and deeper integration with Chinese apps and services. Furthermore, Huawei's recent hardware improvements have made their phones faster and more efficient. The company is even investing heavily in its own chip development, ensuring that future models are less dependent on outside suppliers. That gives Huawei even more flexibility and control over its products, unlike Apple, which still relies on international chip manufacturers and software services. So the real question is, can Apple maintain this growth trend in the upcoming quarters, or will Huawei continue to dominate? Right now, it seems like both brands are finding success, but in different ways. Huawei is thriving by offering advanced technology and building on the trust of its loyal customers. Apple, on the other hand, is gaining ground again by being more aggressive with pricing and promotional strategies. The Chinese smartphone market remains one of the most competitive in the world, and this latest Q2 2025 report proves that there's still a lot of action ahead. Apple's revival is important, but Huawei's momentum is just as strong, if not stronger. Both companies are clearly at the top of their game, and we'll be watching closely to see how the next quarter unfolds.